Henry now, the head coach of Dodge. His team back in the state tournament. Congratulations on making it. What kind of game do you expect today?
Well, I tell you what, with Shickley getting up and down the court like they do, we're going to try to, get it into a half-court ball game and use our strength and our power and try to, bang around like we have the last two games down here.
How do you dictate the tempo? You say you don't want them running up and down the floor. How do you stop it?
Well, I tell you what, just getting back on defense, we faced quite a few teams that want to get out and run on us this year, and we're not afraid to run with them when we have the chance, but we got some big kids inside that can control the boards, and if Nick Hunky's ankle comes around today, which he sprained yesterday, we should be able to control that.
How are your kids reacting to having to play 3 games in a row and then get up in the morning to come and play this third one in the state championship?
Well, probably the same thing you've been hearing. Adrenaline keeps them going. They're riding on a high right now. They've been through the football championships, playing, 2-3 times a week, and, they're just running on a high right now.
All right, well, congratulations on making it, and good luck today.
Thank you very much.
That's Coach Paul Henry from Dodge. It's Dodge and Shickley coming up in the Class D2 State Championship. More on the game when we come back.
KOLN is proud to present, live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center, the 1997 State High School Basketball Finals. Brought to you in part by the new Dodge and your local Dodge dealer. Big A Auto Parts, America's Parts Pros. Neb Help Student Loan Rate Saver. NC Plus, America's down-to-earth seed company. And your local Ford dealer.
The Bob Devaney Sports Center on the State Fairgrounds campus in Lincoln, Nebraska, site of the 87th Boys State Basketball Championships. This is Championship Saturday, game number 2, the D2 State Championship, the Dodge Pirates and the Shickley Longhorns. And Dave, let's take a look at where these schools come from.
Let's find out a little bit about these two schools. Shickley from South Central Nebraska. They're the Longhorns. They'll wear Kelly and green today, coached by Dan Storge. 24-0 coming in. They'll take on Dodge from Northeast Nebraska. They're the Pirates. They will wear royal blue and white, coached by Paul Henry. 18-7 coming in with an average enrollment over 3 years of 56. Here's how they got there. Shickley knocked off Nebraska City Lords in the quarterfinals, then Litchfield in yesterday's semifinals. That's how they got here. Dodge, on the other hand, beat Lodgepole in the quarters 57-32, and then beat Loomis last night by 15. They beat Loomis, as we said, by 15, 64-49 in the semifinals. Two different styles, John Bishop. One team likes to get up and down the floor. The other, slow it down and use their strength.
The strategy for Dodge has been a football strategy. They play a football mentality style of basketball. In fact, a comment was made yesterday that there's not really a great pure basketball player on this Dodge team, just a lot of players who know how to play their style, and that is bang it out and bang it out and bang it out, and that's what we're going to see today from the blue, red, and white of Dodge. Back with the introductions of the starting lineups and the D2 State Championship after this. D2 State Championship a few seconds away. Shickley was here last year, lost to Philly by 8. They've won 2 state championships. Dodge hasn't been here since 1956. They're looking for their first state title since 1922. It's been a long time for the good folks of North Central Dodge County. The town's so good, they named the county after it.
Can't beat that.
Now, let's meet the players of this D2 State Championship, Dodge and Shickley. Here's Rich Broderson.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools, welcome to the Bob Devaney Sports Center for the NSAA 1997 Nebraska High School Boys Basketball State Tournament. Now for today's Class D2 Championship game between the 18-7 Dodge Pirates and the 24-0 Shickley Longhorns. Here are the lineups. First, the non-starters for Dodge. Number 10, Tyler Paulson. Number 24, John Wolf. Number 32, Andrew Belsky. Number 34, Jacob Carr. Number 40, Ryan Lurch. Number 42, Ryan Brant-Wilbers. And number 52, Brian Wisniewski. And now, here are the non-starters for Shickley. Number 11, Tyler Sperling. Number 13, Derek Lichty. Number 15, Tim Gross. Number 25, Josh Schweitzer. Number 33, Travis Wright. Number 35, Jordan Dowdy. And number 51, Aaron Schwartzendruber. And now, here are the starters for Dodge. A 5'9" junior, number 12, J.J. Stecker. A 5'8" senior, number 20, Corey Eichmeyer. A 5'11" freshman, number 22, Clint Eichmeyer. A 6' junior, number 50, Brian Pieper. And number 54, 6'4" junior, Nick Hunke. The assistant coach for the Pirates is Ron Lund, and the head coach of Dodge is Paul Henry. Now, here are the starters for Shickley. A 5'9" junior, number 5, Nathan Sperling. A 6' senior, number 21, Mitch Lichty. A 6'3" senior, number 23, Kevin Anderson. A 6'4" senior, number 21, Matt Schwartzendruber. And a 6'1" junior, number 43, Corey Cook. The assistant coach of the Longhorns is Gerald Larson, and the head coach of Shickley is Dan Sorky. The officials for today's championship game are Jerry Donahue and Jay Wolf. The bench official is Dan Yancey.
One thing that the Longhorns will want to avoid is the start they had last year against Philly. They ended up shooting 29% in the championship game. This is a team that lost 75% of its scoring from last year's state runners-up, but they've managed to come back with reserves from last year to make it back to this championship game, and to boot, they're also undefeated. No common opponents between these schools. They are about as foreign to each other as you can get. Dodge and Shickley for the D2 state title. And we're ready to go. Tip won by Dodge as Brian Pieper got his big paw out there. And Dodge looking kind of like the Kansas Jayhawks with their blue uniforms and the script numerals. First shot, Pieper, yes. So just like that, the power game comes to effect for the Pirates.
They're going to go inside all day long.
Shickley, meanwhile, will run and try to go down low, and there's Mike Pieper. My goodness, or excuse me, Nick Hunk with the rejection. Hunky, turnaround move, no. But Pieper there for the rebound. Some of these players on this Dodge team played on the 3-time state football champions. You can tell by their size.
It almost looks like basketball is just something to keep them in shape for football season. They are some kind of thick, but playing pretty decent hoops this year also. 18-7 coming in and off to a quick lead here over Shickley, 2-0. Look at the guns on him. Look at the guns on Pieper at the foul line.
Second foul shot is in there. Pieper has accounted for all the points in this game. It's 3-0. Dodge. Shickley now in the offensive end wearing the home whites. Nathan Sperling, Mitch Lichty. They look again towards the inside. Nice turnaround jumper by Matt Schwartzendruber. Schwartzendruber averaging 13.6 points per game, scores the first two for the Longhorns. And don't worry, Husker fans, these are the good kind of Longhorns. Pull-up jumper, no good, out of Nick Hunke. And Shickley is going to have to play their style of basketball, which means running and gunning.
3-2 zone by Dodge, running Schwartzendruber at the foul line.
I don't think you're going to see a lot of man-to-man out of Dodge in this game.
No.
If any.
Settle back and bang.
Kevin Anderson entrapped in the corner for a moment. Three-point shot on the way, and that one barely draws iron. And then Nick Hunke called with a foul down low.
Turned out to be a pretty good pass. Kevin Anderson right there to take the air ball out of the air. Go back up, draws the foul on Hunke. That's the first on Hunke, the first on Dodge.
Number 23, Kevin Anderson.
And to the line, Kevin Anderson, averaging just over 13 points a game, just under 7 rebounds. Scored 11 yesterday against Litchfield in their 10-point win. Scored 16 against Nebraska City Lords, who was making their first ever state tournament championship field. Nebraska City Lords, the only team in this year's field to be making their first appearance. Last year, we had a couple of 3 teams. Anderson swishes both 4-3 Longhorns. Hunke, shot partially deflected.
Shickley tries to push the tempo.
Schwartzendruber got his fingertips on it. Lob inside, Schwartzendruber.
Dodge is going to have to front Schwartzendruber. He can stick that foul line jumper, that 12, 15-foot jumper all day long. 6'3" right now, Shickley.
Up around top. J.J. Stecker with the basketball, an 18-footer. That time, rebounding position to the Longhorns. Corey Cook for 3. In and out. Rebound Dodge. We'll see what kind of methodical pace Dodge sets. Not that time. They shoot a long 3. Clint Eichmeyer, younger brother of Corey Eichmeyer. The freshman misses the tray. And the Longhorns, 3 minutes into this first period, are up by 3. 2-point shot. Rebound inside Anderson. Nice ball fake. But he couldn't get the shot.
Paul Henry, coach for Dodge, wants to see his Pirates slow it down. They took a quick 3 that last time down the court, and that's not very Dodge-like offensively. He wants them to slow it down, try to get a better look. There they tried to go back inside, down on the block to Hunke, but the ball was kicked out of bounds. Shickley by 3 in the early going.
4:34 to play in the first period. D2 state championship from the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Dodge looking down low. Hunke has it. Turns. Right there to clean it up. Brian Pieper.
Dodge is going to be a handful on the offensive boards with all that size and strength inside. Shickley's going to have to do a better job blocking out.
Driving layup, yes.
Dodge is going to have to do a better job stopping the ball because Shickley wants to get up and down the floor. That time Dodge not looking, and Shickley sneaked in right behind him and got an easy layup.
Corey Cook with his first 2, 8-5 Longhorns. Off the screen, Corey Eichmeyer. The same gentleman who rushed for over 2,000 yards this year. Long 3, Anderson couldn't get it to fall, and the rebound to Dodge. J.J. Stecker. If I start calling out Kansas players, forgive me, but these Dodge uniforms are eerily just like the Jayhawks. Long 3. Short by Eichmeyer. The elder. Feed down the other end. They had the right idea, but Nathan Sperling, who, by the way, nearly traveled with the basketball that time, loses it out of bounds off his foot. 3:17 to go in the first of the D2 state championship.
Dodge is going to have to do a better job fronting Schwartzendruber here. Wide open 12-footer in the lane. He'll hit that all day.
3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. First period, 8-7. Dodge. Or Shickley, excuse me. Lost my train of thought for a second. Jumper in the lane. Basket good by Stecker. The foul. Mr. Stecker will go to the line to shoot one more.
What a tough move there by Stecker. Watch him take the ball, go to the hole, get fouled, draw the contact, then with the strength, able to get it up on the glass and in. Tough move. Dodge takes a 1-point lead.
Foul shot short. 9-8. Shickley looking for their second state championship, having won a pair in the 70s, 1970 over Overton, and in 75 they defeated Sterling. 2:45 left first period. Shickley around the perimeter. That was deflected. Still loose by Eichmeyer. He's trying to chase it down and does. What a move, Eichmeyer. And Clint comes out of there with the basketball. Corey Eichmeyer forced that whole sequence of events, and I didn't think he was going to be able to get his balance to get that basketball, but he did.
That's how he got those 2,000-plus yards on the football field right there. Just outran everybody.
But in basketball, if you run over somebody, you usually get fouled. You usually get called for the foul, but that time Eichmeyer a little finesse. He's low to the ground at 5'8". Shickley with the rebound. Longhorns in those sharp green and gray uniforms. They were here last year. Tournament experience. You cannot discredit tournament experience. Long three. No. Mitch Lichty. They get another chance. Anderson. Anderson with 4 points. 10-9. Shickley Longhorns. Pieper drives the lane. No one was there.
Nice picks, nice screen setting by Dodge that time against the Shickley man-to-man. Wide open for Pieper.
Tried to feed it down low to Anderson in a tie-up. Possession arrow belongs to the Longhorns. Pieper leading all scores with 7 points early in this D2 championship.
Substitution for Dodge. Number 52, Brian Wisniewski, checks in. He replaces Nick Hunke.
Replace one guy with big arms for another guy with big arms. These guys do a little weightlifting, I bet.
Just a bit.
Anderson has to jump tall for that. Retrieves it. Back up top to Mitch Lichty. Outside to Tim Gross. Just over a minute to play in the first period, and Dodge leads 11-10. Anderson again up top. Corey Cook. No. Rebound to Eichmeyer. Here comes Corey. Nice bounce pass in the lane. Stecker.
Dodge getting up and down the floor a little bit.
Power my foot. They'll run.
Eichmeyer looked like he was running a sweep that time around the left end.
40 seconds left first period. 13-10 Dodge. Been a seesaw game. Neither team been ahead by more than 3. And Dan Sorge tells his boys to play for the last shot of the first quarter. Cook has it. Way out top. 16 seconds. 13 seconds. 10 seconds. 9 seconds. Clock running down. Cook finds the open man with 4. He goes up top. Last shot at the buzzer, in and out. Found the open shot, but it would not fall. Dodge goes to the second quarter leading by 3. Back to action, and you can see Brian Pieper blows by everybody.
Strong move by a strong young man.
13-10, Pirates by 3. A look down low. Hunke brings it back out. Eichmeyer, the drive, the shot, high arching shot. Rebound to Cook. He wants to run. He's got teammates in front of him. Layup, yes.
That's what Shickley has in mind. Beat Dodge up the floor. Don't let them get established in their half-court defense in that strong zone.
Mitch Lichty with his first two. Fadeaway jumper up, no good by Stecker, and a rebound brought down by Shickley. Tim Gross will bring it across.
Dodge still in that 3-2 zone.
Shickley a chance to go back on top here with a field goal. Lob inside. Schwartzendruber, no. Rebound to Dodge. Shickley will have to improve on their 33% field goal shooting because Dodge will not allow too many second and third chances. 13-12, Pirates. Stecker against Gross. Now around to Wisniewski. Down low, Eichmeyer.
He's quick. He's like you say, he's low to the ground, but he's able to sneak in there in the cracks and crevices of the defense and get off some tough shots, and he's strong enough to get them off.
Shickley with the ball on the right side of the floor, lob inside. Schwartzendruber draws three. Outside Anderson.
Good inside-outside game that time. As you said, they collapsed on Schwartzendruber, which left Anderson wide open from the corner for the jumper.
2 minutes into this second quarter, 15-14, Dodge. Pirates 18-7 coming into the state title game. Shickley an undefeated 24-0. Eichmeyer for three. Well off target. Now they run the floor. Lichty finds Gross.
Beautiful 2-on-1 fast break that time. Shickley spread out. Dodge couldn't cover the territory, couldn't cover the distance. Easy layup. Shickley back up by one, kind of going back and forth right now.
And there's that Shickley running game that we talked about. Running to control tempo. Down low. Jacob Parr had it for just a second. Outside three. Wisniewski's is short.
I think they got Jacob Parr on a foul underneath, on a push-off on the rebound. That's his first. Just the second on Dodge. Shickley only has two as well. Very well-played game so far. Dodge yet to commit a turnover, and Shickley just 2 turnovers.
And only 2 fouls on each team. A little bit different from what we saw in our C2 state final, won by Tecumseh. Going around the perimeter. Cook. Rebound to Pieper. Dodge trying to get back on top now with 4:53 to go before the break. Parr to Hunky. They look down low for Pieper. Sneaks around everybody, kicks it out, finds his open teammate, but the jump shot is off. And now a foul in the backcourt, and Parr just picked up his second.
Parr left his feet a little late on that rebound. Kind of got caught up in the air and picked up the foul. His second, third on Dodge.
Timeout on the floor with 4:37 to play in the first half. D2 state championship. Pull up a chair. We've got plenty of time. Corey Eichmeyer showing the way. Right through the lane. 16-15, Shickley. That's only a 2. I say only a 2, it still counts. But he was inside the arc. 18-15, Longhorns by 3. Stecker up top on the give and go. But a nice cutoff by Schwartzendruber. Didn't allow him to penetrate. Now back out to Clint Eichmeyer. He's the freshman brother of Corey.
Making a fashion statement with those long black socks.
My goodness, I did notice that. Eichmeyer, Corey. A bit more conservative with his attire. 18-17. Near steal by Eichmeyer. Gross finds Anderson, who's double teamed. Swings it way out high to Nathan Sperling.
That was close.
3.5 to go.
Sperling wasn't looking. The pass almost hit him in the face.
I've been there before. I've had more leather up against my face. Basketball leather, folks. Basketball leather. That shot was rejected. Brian Pieper, but at a cost. Will cost him a foul.
Matt Schwartzendruber's done a nice job down inside getting position. Here he does again in the lane. The pump fake, and he draws the foul on Pieper. That's the first on Pieper, the fourth on Dodge. Schwartzendruber, who already has 4 points in this game, back at the line trying to add on to that.
Head coach Dan Sorgi, he was here last year. He knows what it's like. Just went down. 19-17, Shickley. High lob, Pieper. Feed down low. Hunky to Pieper. 19 up. Schwartzendruber over the top of Nick Hunky. That was not easy. Good basketball game going on here. 21-19. Clean played so far. Few turnovers. Clint Eichmeyer running layup, no. But good hustle on the defensive end, and the possession arrow belongs to Shickley.
They're getting after it out there.
And a timeout called with 2:34 to go in the first half, and it's Shickley leading by 2. The bench buddies.
There's a story there somewhere.
Speaking of that, Dodge has only had 7 different scores in this state tournament. High lob inside, but deflected and taken out of there by Dodge. They trail by 2. Chance to tie it here with 2:15 to play before halftime. Clint Eichmeyer, short. Cook to Anderson. Head fake. Driving layup rejected by Nick Hunky.
Hunky didn't give an inch.
And Dodge will set up again offensively. Ball kicked off the foot.
They don't keep track of time of possession in basketball like they do football, but I have a feeling Dodge, time-wise, has the ball a lot longer than Shickley. Shickley looking to push it up and down the floor. Dodge wants to settle it down, get in the half-court offense, and get inside.
But one stat that might surprise a few folks, Shickley leading 18-13 in the battle of the rebounds. You'd expect Dodge to perhaps dominate that category. Nice turnaround move, Nick Hunky. And he's got his first 2 points. We are tied at 21. Kevin Anderson back out to Mick Lichty. Gross. They go around the perimeter. Anderson down low. Yes.
Right now, Dodge's defense is collapsing on Schwartzendruber. They're trying to, every time Schwartzendruber cuts the lane, they're putting 2 and 3 players on him. However, that's leaving Anderson open, and he's cashed in.
With 10 points. Fade away, call the bank. And Corey Eichmeyer has 8. We're tied again at 23. 3 points, the biggest lead for either team in this game. And a foul, reach in down underneath. Eichmeyer called with 49 seconds to go in the second period. That's the first foul on Eichmeyer, 5th on Dodge. Shickley has only committed 2 fouls in this first half. To inbound, Kevin Anderson for the Longhorns. Finds Gross out on the corner. He'll take the long jumper. No. Long rebound to Eichmeyer. He wants to run. Shickley chasing him down. Eichmeyer. Layup and a foul. And sitting on his back, Corey Cook. He had 3 white shirts behind him, so he knew he had to get down there quickly. A little too much of the body. It was close. And Corey Eichmeyer to the line as Nathan Sperling checks in for Dan Sorgi. And Corey Cook will depart more than likely for the rest of the half as he has picked up his second personal foul. Eichmeyer, no. shakes his head in disgust. Aaron Schwartzendruber. For the first time, the 6'4" junior averages just under 4 points a game. He is in there for the Longhorns as Eichmeyer attempts his second foul shot. Dodged by 1. Longhorns may play for the last shot here. That's exactly what it looks like they're going to do. Mitch Lichty with it, standing on the E. Paul Henry shouting defensive instructions to Dodge with 20 seconds left. Sperling way up top, 15 seconds left. Clock running, first half, 24-23 Dodge, 10 seconds left. Schwartzendruber with 4 seconds left. They're going to have to get a shot off, high lob, and that's not going to do it. Good defense by Dodge to end the first half of play. And the Pirates go to the locker room, set sail on a 1-point lead, 24-23. So far, both teams not too bad from the field, 41% for Dodge, 43% for Shickley. They've brought that total up since the first period. But Dodge, despite the fact that they're behind in the rebound category, has been good enough to take a 1-point lead into the locker room. And now let's head down there and talk to the Shickley head coach.
All righty, John Bishop here with Dan Sorge. Coach, you said you'd have to push the tempo, and when you've been able to do it, you've gotten some fast breaks.
Yes, we have. I thought we did a fairly good job. Limit them to 1 shot. When we do that, we're able to get the ball out. We're able to run on them.
Well, good luck second half.
Thank you.
All righty, we're at halftime of the D2 championship game. Dodge by 1. The 1997 10-11 All-State teams are chosen by the coaches throughout Nebraska. These players have showcased their talent all season long and are certainly very deserving of this prestigious distinction. Here's your Class D2 All-State team. The top vote getter from coaches is a returning All-State selection. Anthony Harms of Philly is only a junior. This year he upped his scoring despite being double and triple teamed. Arcadia's Shane Gettle is a tremendous scorer, blistering the nets for 30 points a game. The 6'2" forward also pulled down 14 rebounds a game. Senior forward Aid Allen does it all for Walbach. His 25 points and 8 rebounds leads his team. From Petersburg comes 6'3" forward B.J. Bodie. The 4-year starter averages 19 points and 12 rebounds and hopes to play college ball. Junior Brandon Sells of Fall City Sacred Heart is a 17-point-per-game scorer, but also snares 7 rebounds. Brandon also earned All-State honors as a football linebacker. And here's another All-State football player on the D2 All-State basketball team. Joel Yassa quarterbacked the football team and ran the point for the Table Rock Steiner basketball squad, averaging over 15 points a game. And that's your Class D2 boys All-State basketball team. Back at the Devaney Center, halftime of the D2 title game, Dodge by 1. We just saw the Class D2 All-State team. We're joined by Bob Parsley, head coach up at Rising City, to talk a little bit about the D2 team. What do you know about these kids?
Well, we didn't actually have to play against any of these guys, but
lucky for you.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Some of those guys talked to some of the coaches, and they said they were just outstanding players, tough to stop. Said Goddell, Harms, and Allen, excellent point guards, can handle the ball, penetrate, shoot the 3. And I was talking to the Petersburg coach. He said the Bodie boy, he's 6'3", 230. He said he could take the ball inside, but he could also go outside and shoot the outside shot. So he got to give people a lot of problems. And talked to the Adams coach, and he said the Yassa kid just did everything for Table Rock, just an excellent basketball player.
Where do you think an All-State kid on a Class D2 team ranks with maybe All-State kids on the C1, Class B, and maybe even Class A teams as far as talent-wise?
Well, I think the D2 kids, people don't think they're that good players, but I think they can just play about any place in the state they want to play. I mean, there's some awful solid D2 players out there.
All righty, Coach Parsley, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's Bob Parsley, head coach at Rising City. Again, we're at halftime of the D2 game. Dodge leads it by 1.
Dodge leading by 1 at halftime, and taking a look at the numbers. Turnover margin is a stat reserved for football mostly, but look at that. No turnovers for Dodge. That's a rarity in basketball, especially high school basketball. Leading scorers so far for Shickley, Brian Anderson with 10, 9 points each for Dodge's Corey Eichmeyer and Brian Paper. Let's send it back to Dave Willing.
All righty, John Bishop back here with Gary Burdett from Wendy's Restaurants up in Omaha, talking about the high school Heisman. Tell us a little bit about, again, what it is and who's eligible.
Dave, the Wendy's High School Heisman was formed to recognize high school seniors who excel in academics, community involvement, and athletics. More specifically, the senior has to participate in one of 31 sanctioned sports, and they have to be involved in their community, and they have to have at least a B grade point average.
Pretty good kids.
Great kids.
All righty, thank you very much, Gary Burdett from Wendy's Restaurants in Omaha. Again, halftime of the Class D2 game. Dodge leads it by 1. Back at halftime of the Class D2 state championship game, we're here with Paul Henry, the coach for Dodge. Your team leads by 1, but you've had a lot of shots inside that just wouldn't go down.
Yeah, we're real happy with things that we're doing. We're able to get the ball where we want. We just start knocking down the shots inside. My postman's missed about his first 6 shots, but he hit one before half. Hopefully that'll get him going.
Now, Shickley likes to get up and down the floor. How do you feel your team's done so far stopping the fast break?
Well, we haven't done a very good job. They have, 4 or 5 fast break layups on us, and that's our goal second half. We feel when we get them in a half-court game down here, we've shut them down pretty good, but they have 6-8 points off that break, and we're not getting back very well. So that's the adjustment hopefully we made. 2 very different styles of play. Wouldn't you agree? Yes, very much so.
All righty, Coach Henry, good luck second half.
Thank you very much.
That's Coach Paul Henry from Dodge. His team leads it by 1. Second half when we come back.
Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, 24-23, Dodge leads Shickley here at the half of this Class D2 state championship. It's Dodge South.
They spend a lot of time down here in the postseason, I'll tell you that. Football, volleyball, girls and boys basketball.
And the historians are still taking a look, but it's believed that this is the first school that has ever attained that honor of getting those 4 teams in the state championships, the tournaments. The girls were in last week. Boys, of course, winning the football, volleyball in, now boys basketball. Dodge will start. Hunky, who as head coach Paul Henry said, missed his first 6 shots, but he hit the last one. And there's the first 3. Eichmeyer's threes had been off the mark all first half until then.
Great start for Dodge. They race off here to a 4-point lead.
And that's the biggest lead either team has enjoyed in this championship game. Anderson swings it around to Nathan Sperling. So now we'll see if Shickley decides to answer from the bomb. We'll lob it down low to Schwartzendruber.
Fundamentally very sound. Gets the ball, keeps it high, turns around, makes a quick move, and uses the backboard. Back within 2.
And a good touch on that shot. 1 minute into the third period. I'm John Bishop alongside Dave Willey. I want to welcome everybody from across the state for this championship game.
The big fella tried a 3.
I don't know if that's in the game plan.
Probably not what Paul Henry had in mind.
Anderson from the corner. And we're back to even again.
You get the feeling this one's going to the wire.
I took a look in the program, and I could only find 3 championship games in the 87-year history that went to overtime. Only 3. There's got to be more than that, but I could only find 3. But the way these 2 teams are playing, it could go that way. As you take a look at Brian Pieper. Trying to use a little body English, too. Instead, he'll go to the line. Or Nick Hunky. I said Pieper, I'm sorry.
As big as he is, he could use body English, French, German, whatever he wants to use.
Hunky is a 6'4" junior. Has 3 points. But Eichmeyer chases it down, the missed foul shot.
He's scrappy, isn't he?
Very much so. 28-27, Dodge by a point.
Shickley's still in that man-to-man.
That's Pieper up top. It's Stecker. Stecker being guarded by Nathan Sperling. Clint Eichmeyer to his brother Corey. He drives inside the lane. Oh, tough shot.
Second one of those today by Eichmeyer. Just lowers his head, goes to the hole, got it to fall. Dodge back up by 3. Eichmeyer now 14 points on the game.
Lob for Schwartzendruber. Rejected. Hunky. But he picks up the foul.
Schwartzendruber tried to get him off his feet with a ball fake in the lane. Hunky didn't buy it, but he got him up top. Schwartzendruber back to the line, where he is 1 of 2 on the afternoon.
9 points for Matt Schwartzendruber, who averages 13.6, scored 10 yesterday against Litchfield. 6'4" senior. Back to a 1-point game. Dodge leading Shickley in the D2 state championship, under 5.5 to play, third quarter.
Nobody really able to put a run together, a 6 or 8 point run to kind of spread it out. The biggest lead has been 4.
Pieper nearly walked. Fans wanted it, didn't get the call. Corey Eichmeyer did walk.
Shickley the chance to take the lead. Foul there on Eichmeyer as he went for the pass.
Tough sequence of events for Corey, who, by the way, Clint is not his brother. I was misinformed. I have my apologies.
Still a 3-2 zone here for Dodge. Trying to front Schwartzendruber. There he is. He's open.
He's open, but he's stripped by Pieper. Anderson fouled hard by Pieper.
Schwartzendruber, if he's open for just a split second, they'll get it to him. Nice hands by Pieper, but then he comes over and fouls Anderson hard. Second foul on Pieper, third on Dodge here in the half. Anderson has 2.
Kevin Anderson leading all Shickley scoring with 12, with 13. We're tied again. This for the lead. Now it's Shickley back up by a point. And with this odd number sequence, it could go back and forth for a while. Down low, Pieper. Nice feed from from Hunky.
And a good cut by Pieper across the lane. Got in front of his man, put his hand up, called for the ball. They got it to him, and he hit a nice turnaround jumper.
Nathan Sperling up top. Cook for 3. No. Rebound Stecker. And he'll slow things up. He'll wait for his teammates to get down on the offensive end. Now they can start their attack with 4 minutes to go in the third. Stecker looks for Hunky against 2 defenders. That shot was blocked by Schwartzendruber, but I believe he leaned in just a bit too much.
He thought he got all ball, and it looked clean up top. He must have gotten him with the body. Let's check it out here on the replay. The entry pass in there to Hunky. Hunky puts it on the floor once, then up strong. He didn't get him with the body.
Must have clipped him on the hand, but regardless, it is his second personal foul, and Nick Hunky to the line. 4th point for Nick. He is 2 for 3 at the foul line. And Dodge leads by 3 again with 3:59 to go in the third period. This is the D2 state championship. These aren't swashbuckling Pirates, they're more methodical.
Great cut across the lane by Brian Pieper to open himself up and get the easy 2 off the glass. Dodge by 3, biggest lead we've seen in a while. Shickley try to cut into it.
Cook outside for Anderson. Back up top, Sperling. Shickley playing for their shot. They've had a few entry passes. Now Anderson, yes. Kevin Anderson for 2, 16 points for the Shickley senior. And it's back to a 1-point game. Anderson has had a good shot in this game. He is 6 for 9 from the field, but down low, Hunky answers on the other end.
Hunky just too strong that time. Just got his body in there, rooted his defender out, got the pass and went up strong. Dodge back up by 3.
Anderson outside to Cook. Shickley, a 3 would tie it here, but Sperling drives inside. Yes.
Good quick release there by Sperling off the dribble.
36-35, Dodge with 2:48 to play, third period. A Pirate win would be their first state championship since 1922. And we've got to travel.
Just the second turnover of the game for Dodge. Shickley has just 4. And we've now played 21.5 minutes of basketball.
That is impressive. Cut down low, wide open, Lichty.
Great cut by Lichty right into the heart of the Dodge zone. And a nice entry pass to find him. Shickley back up on top now. Back and forth we go.
Clint Eichmeyer. Dodge trailing now by 1. Pieper, entry pass knocked away and stolen. Cook wants to run. Finds Lichty. Yes!
2 turnovers in a row for Dodge. They had only 1 for the whole game. They commit 2 in a row. Shickley quickly turns it into 4 points and maybe 5. And it looks like Paul Henry for Dodge wants a timeout. Here we go, the steal. Back the other way, nice look. Great dish to Lichty. Lichty hacked on the way up by Eichmeyer, strong enough to get it up and in. Eichmeyer picks up the foul, his third on Dodge, and Shickley now on a little bit of a run. After trailing by 3, they find themselves up by 3. Chance to make it 4 with a free throw.
And I like this timeout by Paul Henry too, because he realizes that Shickley is starting to run with more frequency. With 2:03 to go here in the third period, he wanted to slow them down. He said, if we can make this a half-court game, we have a much better chance of winning. But if it turns into a track meet, we could get ourselves run right out of the state fairgrounds.
And one of the big keys to keeping, as we see the entry pass here to Lichty. Lichty, a couple of good plays here. Last couple trips down the floor for Shickley. One reason Dodge has been able to keep Shickley out of a track meet is that they've taken care of the basketball. They haven't turned the ball over. They haven't given up Shickley to steals, and Shickley then able to turn the steals into fast breaks. Now they have a couple of turnovers, and what do you know? Shickley's starting to run up some points.
To the line to try to complete the 3-point play, Mitch Lichty, 6 points, first foul shot attempt. Short. Now it's Dodge's turn to try to answer. Hunky outside the arc. They look down low for Hunky. Turn around, no. But the tap missed, and the rebound to Anderson. Dodge had position, but not the shot. Cut down low, Sperling, no. And we've got a foul, and that one's going to go, I believe, against Mitch Lichty.
Lichty over the back on the rebound. Shickley again pushing the tempo. They had an opportunity there for a layup, which would have given him a 5-point lead. There it is right there. But Sperling unable to convert, and Lichty over the back. That's the first on Lichty, third on Shickley here in the half.
And now we see a press put on by the Longhorns. Trying to change things up here. Alter the pace and the pattern of this basketball game. A minute 20 to go, third period. Pieper up top. Outside Eichmeyer to tie, no. Now Shickley with a chance to take what would be the biggest lead held by either team in this game. Right now the lead is 3 with 1 minute to play in the third. No one's led by more than 4. It has been nip and tuck. Cook being fronted by Eichmeyer. Now Anderson in the corner. He wants a three. Yes!
That's huge. 6-point lead now by Shickley as they're starting to take the upper hand in the tempo in every facet of this basketball game right now.
And here's that run that you talked about, Dave. A team needing a 5, 6, 7-point run. Shickley's got it. And the biggest lead of the game is 6. Dodge to play for the last shot with 22 seconds left. Third quarter. Stecker trying to direct traffic out there. Now to Clint Eichmeyer. 10 seconds left. Stecker finds Pieper down low. Foul is on the floor.
Schwartzendruber got him. For Schwartzendruber, that's 3. Here with 8.8 seconds left to play. Stecker got the step. Nice dish there to... Nice dish inside. Pieper got the foul on Schwartzendruber. That's now 4 on Shickley here in the second half.
And the third on Schwartzendruber. 8.8 seconds left. Eichmeyer, third quarter of play. They try to draw closer. Pieper for 3. No. And we've got a foul.
They got Sperling, and he can't believe it.
And neither can the fans behind us, the Shickley green and white.
Sperling and Stecker going at it pretty good there underneath. And it's Sperling that comes away with the foul. That's now 5 on Shickley. Checking into the Shickley lineup, Tim Gross, and Sperling will sit down.
There's only 1.5 seconds left in the third, so entry pass and a shot is about all they have time for. Bounce pass in, Eichmeyer 3, no. Shickley with the run at the end of the third period has a 6-point lead in the D2 state championship. Back to the D2 state championship, 7 of 9, a hot hand in the second half for Shickley.
Anderson there, a 3. Shickley by 6 as we start the fourth.
Longhorns on a 9-0 run. They've held Dodge scoreless since the 3:21 mark to play third quarter as we start the fourth. Shickley trying to avenge last year's state championship game loss to Philly.
Schwartzendruber calling for the ball in the middle again.
He plays all the way out at the free throw line right now. Now cuts back in. A look inside, beautiful feed, and Corey Cook.
Great feed by Mitch Lichty. The Dodge defense didn't rotate back to Cook. Cook was wide open, and a great look by Lichty to find him.
An 8-point lead. Dodge trying to get that field goal back. Shot was maybe partially deflected. It was very short of the basket. Another bullet pass, great ball movement. Oh my!
Paul Henry needs a timeout, folks. He's not taking it yet, but his team trails by 10, and Shickley's about to run him out of the gym. 13-0 run now for Shickley. 6:50 to play in this ball game. Dodge desperately needs a score.
Shickley shooting 56% from the field, but that was such awesome ball movement.
Unbelievable.
Just quick, bing, bing, bing. Drive inside, and Pieper is fouled. He should be shooting free throws.
Pieper just too strong for Corey Cook. Took him to the hole, backed him in. Wasn't much Cook could do with the size and strength of Pieper. That's the third on Cook. 6th on Shickley. So from here on out, Dodge will be shooting 1-1, and Dodge calls a timeout.
6:33 left. Shickley starting to assume command. Back to the Devaney Center. Just 87 seconds into this final quarter. And Dodge still looking for its first point since the 3:21 mark to play in the third, as the first foul shot by Pieper misses the mark.
Dodge finally snaps the string. Shickley had scored 11 in a row.
46-37, Longhorns by 9. Dodge now starting to come out further on defense. Cook at the top of the circle. Not many points, but 10 assists in this game.
Everybody's played a role this afternoon for Shickley.
Cook again outside the three-point arc. Finds Lichty.
Lichty has 8. We've been calling his name an awful lot here in the second half.
Shickley is 10 for 12 from the field in the second half.
57% now for the game compared to 40 for Dodge.
Turnaround move. Nick Hunke. And it's back to a 9-point deficit for Dodge. Nathan Sperling. To Cook. Now Anderson on the left side. Hard contact. Clint Eichmeyer falls but gets back up. 2-point shot on the way. That one falls short. Only the third miss of the second half for the Longhorns. Now Dodge wants to run. Corey Eichmeyer.
And then a frustration foul by Eichmeyer. Took it all the way to the hole, had a wide open uncontested layup and missed it, and then turned around and committed the foul. For Eichmeyer, that's 4. Eichmeyer had the wide open lane, just couldn't convert. 4 on Eichmeyer. Paul Henry leads him into the game with 4:53 to play.
Really, he has no choice. Team's second leading scorer. With his team down by 9, they need all the firepower they can muster. Shickley, a cutter down low, and Stecker is called with a foul. And he is holding his pinky.
Sperling beat him to the spot that time. Stecker didn't have any choice but to hold him up right there, grabbed his jersey. First on Stecker. 6 now on Dodge, so we'll be shooting 1-and-1, both teams the rest of the way.
Anderson trying to find a teammate, does in Mitch Lichty. Now back out to Sperling. 4:30 to go in the ball game. Shickley now taking their time.
No need to hurry, you're up 9.
And a foul.
Stecker, that's his second. Shickley will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Mitch Lichty will be the shooter. Lichty 0 for 1 from the line so far in the afternoon.
J.J. Stecker has been taking a look at his right hand, still is, as he steps along the base or along the line. And to the line is Mitch Lichty. Rebound to Stecker, but it's lost from behind. Corey Cook with heads-up play. Gives Shickley another crack.
Cook has 10 points and 11 rebounds on the game. Or rather, 10 rebounds and 11 assists. Either way, awesome stats.
He gets 6 more points, he'd have a rare triple-double.
That is rare at the high school level.
Feed down low, turnaround move. Hunke's shot does not fall.
Those close-in shots just not falling right now for Dodge, and they need every point they can get.
Anderson for 3, no. Rebound to Hunke, who has struggled offensively, only 3 for 12 from the floor. You hope for better percentages from your post players. Outside three-point shot, Clint Eichmeyer. And that is his first field goal, first points of the afternoon. 48-42, Dodge starting to make their own run, and we've got a whistle and a foul, a charge.
And it's on Corey Eichmeyer, and he's gone, and he slams his hands on the floor. He's upset. He got caught by a pick. Sperling set up for a pick. Eichmeyer ran into it. Eichmeyer got the charge, and he's gone.
3 minutes and 9 seconds to play.
Into the ball game, the Pirates, number 34, Jacob Carr.
That's a big, big loss. Corey Eichmeyer.
At the free throw line, the Longhorns, number
Eichmeyer needs some help on that play. A teammate has to call out that screen to let him know it's coming. Looked like Eichmeyer had no idea there was a screen there, and he just ran right over it.
Nathan Sperling with 3 points. This would make it an 8-point lead. Timeout on the floor with 3:09 to play. Shickley drawing closer to a state championship. Corey Eichmeyer was set up here.
Nathan Sperling just steps up, sets the pick, establishes his ground. Eichmeyer runs him right over. Eichmeyer's 5th foul, and he'll have to sit and watch the last 3 minutes and 5 seconds of this game.
3 from Clint Eichmeyer. Yes!
That's 2 in a row for Clint Eichmeyer. Dodge back within 5.
Pressure in the backcourt. They break the timeline, and a foul on Clint Eichmeyer with 6 points. As Dave mentioned, 2 threes in a row here. And for a freshman, he averages 12.3 points per game, so he's still under his average.
That's a big-time shot there, especially with Corey Eichmeyer on the bench. Somebody has to step up and shoulder the offensive burden here for the Pirates. Corey Cook back to the line.
Corey Cook with 5 points. As Dave mentioned earlier, 11 assists, 11 rebounds. A great performance for the 6'1" junior. 7-point Longhorn lead. Stecker into the offensive zone. Clint Eichmeyer will try it again. That one falls away, but Hunky comes away with it for Dodge. Gives Eichmeyer another chance. And now a foul from behind as Clint Eichmeyer pounds the floorboards in frustration.
And Paul Henry points to the clock and tells his team, we don't need to be shooting threes just yet. We're only down 7. Right there, Eichmeyer put up a couple of threes. It looked like the Pirates were looking exclusively for the 3. Came up short a couple times. Now, Sperling back to the line for Dodge, or rather for Shickley. And we have a timeout on the floor. Dodge calls a timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Paul Henry burns the 3rd timeout of 4 here in the second half for the Pirates, as Shickley will toe the line here, coming up with 2:32 to go, just to kind of reset things here. Corey Eichmeyer is fouled out for Dodge. As far as foul trouble for Shickley, Corey Cook and Matt Schwartzendruber each have 3. For Dodge, J.J. Stecker has 3, but everyone else in pretty good shape. Possession arrow right now is in favor of the Pirates. All 4 timeouts left for Shickley. And as I mentioned, 1 left for Dodge. Leading scorer so far for the Pirates is Corey Eichmeyer, who now is on the bench with 14, but the leading scorer in this game is Kevin Anderson with a fine 7 for 11 field goal performance, including 1 3-pointer. He has 19. And he's also 4 for 4 from the line. And now free throws upcoming for Nathan Sperling, who has 4 points.
Big free throws here. Make them both, and you're up 9 with 2:32 to play. It's an awfully big hill for the Pirates to climb, especially without their leader, Corey Eichmeyer. That helps the Pirate cause. But Dodge now with 10 team fouls, so Shickley in the double bonus from here on out.
Second one is in there. 8-point Shickley lead. Dodge back the other way. It was a seesaw affair until about midway through the 3rd quarter. Eichmeyer another 3, and that one's well short. Dodge starting to pound away at those 3s, and now Clint is called for a foul at the center circle.
His 2nd, and again, Shickley back to the line for 2 shots. And if you're a Dodge fan, things aren't looking too good right now.
Well, Shickley, with this amazing field goal performance in the second half. 10 for 15. Has turned a seesaw game into a more comfortable lead for the Longhorns as Sperling connects on yet another free throw. And this would make it double digits.
And as we talked about, neither team in the first half and the early part of the second half able to put together a run until Shickley did, and that's pretty much been the story. It's been an evenly played game except for that one run by Shickley.
Look down low, Pieper, no! Would not roll, and then he's pushed from behind by Jacob Parr. And we'll come back to the other end of the floor to shoot free throws. We have talked about Shickley's hot hand, but Dodge has been the cold team. Now shooting under 40%, 38.3. And their post players have not been getting the percentages they need. Hunky is 3 for 12. Wisniewski is 0 for 1, and Pieper is now 5 for 9. Dodge has to thrive on those players in the paint, and they have not been able to do that today.
Shickley's kept it close, though, down the stretch here. They're missing their free throws, usually making 1 out of 2, it seems. Missed them both this time.
Under 2 minutes to go in the D2 state championship. 9-point lead for the Longhorns. Pirates need to cut into it here. Eichmeyer slips and falls, loses the basketball, but it's saved. Nice play by John Rolfe. Inside Stecker was blocked from behind. Nice play by Nathan Sperling.
Sperling got him from the front, Schwartzendruber from the back. Blocked twice.
Quick inbound play, Pieper, yes.
Good play.
But now they need to foul quickly with 90 seconds left. Still trailing by 7. Need to find a way to stop this run. And now a foul on Dodge. Shickley to the line for 2.
Looks like they got John Rolfe that time. Rolfe just checked into the ballgame a few moments ago. That's his first foul. Again, Shickley will shoot 2. This time Mitch Lichty to the line. Lichty on the day 0 for 4 from the foul line. So if you're Dodge, that's the guy you want there.
Until that shot.
Never fails. You open your mouth and he proves you wrong.
Lichty with 9 points, chance to get into double figures and become the third Longhorn to do that in points. He does.
Good looking free throw there.
Back to a 9-point lead. Well, now Dodge has really no choice but to start shooting threes. And here's Clint Eichmeyer. Waits for the commitment, now has to drive inside. Nearly drew a 3-point play situation. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2 as his shot falls short.
Tried to get 3 the old-fashioned way that time as they took away the 3-point shot. So he took it right at Schwartzendruber. Schwartzendruber straight up trying to block the shot, but draws a lot of body contact. 4th on Schwartzendruber. Eichmeyer has 2.
When the clock's not running, you've got to score points when you're down 9. Unfortunately, Clint Eichmeyer's shot wasn't there. Second try. 8-point Shickley lead. A minute 10 left. Minute 12, excuse me. And a foul in the backcourt quickly called on John Rolfe.
The foul on John Rolfe, his second personal foul.
Looks like it's going to be a free throw contest from here on out. Dodge down by 8. Needs Shickley to miss some foul shots, but again, Shickley's going to get 2 every time they go there. Lichty made his last 2.
Red, white, and blue hopes still alive, but barely. 3-possession game, a 9-point lead. A minute 10 left. Stecker looks inside. Hunky wanted to kick it back out. Good perimeter defense put on by the Longhorns. Again, Hunky turnaround move, yes.
Coach Paul Henry for Dodge wanted a timeout after that basket, but Shickley got the ball inbounds too quickly, and the Pirates weren't able to call it. Cut to 7 now. Slowly but surely, Dodge cutting into that lead. But you have to wonder if they'll run out of time before they can get there.
Fourth foul on J.J. Stecker. And again, Nathan Sperling toes the line. He's 4 for 6.
2 shots.
Sperling has 7 points. .9 seconds left. Dodge trails by 9. Stecker for 3, too strong. Rebound fought for, and Shickley comes away with it, and that should just about do it as they run the break the other way. Lichty. And now it's just a matter of the final 30 seconds burning off the clock.
Dodge calls a timeout as Coach Henry wants to get some of the reserves into this ball game.
61-50, so the magic carpet ride for the Dodge Pirates will not bring them home a state championship, but still, you've got to credit these guys, having lost 7 games in the regular season, to make this state tournament. And when you couple that with their football program, their girls basketball, their girls volleyball, all having made the state playoffs this year, Dodge High School has a lot to be proud of.
And this basketball team was 9-7 at one point during the season, but they've won their last 9 in a row coming in here to up their mark to 18-7 and get to this state championship game as Coach Henry empties the bench, gets the reserves in here, give them the opportunity to play in a state championship game. All these kids underclassmen, so they'll be back next season. Give them a little taste of what a state title game's like. See if they can't get back here again in '98.
Tyler Paulson up top to John Rolfe. Now to Jacob Parr. They try the bounce pass inside, and it's turned over. Shickley with it. Derek Lichty had it. And then Tim Gross falls to the ground. Here comes Dodge the other way. Under 10 seconds left. Just trying to throw up a shot was Jacob Parr. He'll go to the line with 8.5 seconds left.
Some bodies flying around here in the closing moments. Watch the hustle here. Hey, they're getting after it. Game's decided, 8 seconds left. These kids are living it up, though.
None of these young men were born the last time Shickley won a state championship, 1975. Put back. John Rolfe will check into the scoring column for the first time in this state tournament. 61-52. The buzzer sounds, and Shickley is state champion in Class D2. We'll come back to meet the state champions and the state runners-up. Shickley 61, Dodge 52. Back with more after this.
Number 40, Ryan Birch.
Longhorns snipping off a piece of history. And now let's meet the D2 state runners-up from Dodge.
Number 42, Ryan Franz-Lubers. Number 52, Brian Wisniewski. Number 12, J.J. Stecker. Number 20, Corey Eichmeyer. Number 22, Clint Eichmeyer. Number 50, Brian Pieper. And number 54, Nick Hunke. Now, all of you are welcome to receive the runner-up trophy for your school. Congratulations, Dodge High School, Class D2 State Runners-Up. And now to the champions. First, Coach Dan Sorge. We have a special award just for you. Now, Coach, hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. We'll introduce them one by one. Number 11, Tyler Sperling. Number 13, Derek Lichty. Number 15, Tim Gross. Number 25, Josh Schweitzer. Number 33, Travis Reinst. Number 35, Jordan Dowdy. Number 51, Aaron Schwartzendruber. Number 5, Nathan Sperling. Number 21, Mitch Lichty. Number 23, Kevin Anderson. Number 41, Matt Schwartzendruber. And number 43, Corey Cook. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1997 Nebraska Class D2 High School Basketball Champion is Shickley High School. Congratulations, players and coaches.
Their third state championship. When we come back, we'll meet with Dodge head coach Paul Henry and more post-game activities after this. John Bishop back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. 61-52, Shickley state champions for their third time in their school history. With me is head coach Paul Henry from Dodge. And coach, second half, they came out firing bullets and they didn't hardly miss.
No, they, spotted up on us a few times and, hit us with some backdoor plays where we didn't, get on the backside. And we just didn't execute on the offensive end very well and missed quite a few easy shots. And the tide turned and they won the ball game.
How much did Corey Eichmeyer's fouling out really affect the team? Because he's one of the better three-point shooters as well.
Yeah, that took a little bit away right there at the end. He's had a great career. But, they were up 10 at the time or 12 at the time. So at the time he fouled out, probably didn't make a big difference in the outcome.
So much was made of your team being made up of football players, and they also played basketball. But as we saw today, they're not bad basketball players either.
No, they're not. They, they're great football players. I hope we showed a few people around the state that we can play basketball too.
Played a lot of Class C teams as well. Coach, congratulations. A fine season, state runner-up.
Thank you very much.
Head coach Paul Henry of the Dodge Pirates taking a look at the final numbers now. 11 of 17 field goal shooting for the Longhorns in the second half. It was an amazing performance. They came out 8 of their first 10, 9 for their first 11 in the basketball game. Individually, Kevin Anderson leading the way for Shickley with 19 points. Mitch Lichty, Matt Schwartzendruber each with 13. For Dodge, Corey Eichmeyer fouling out with 14 points. Brian Pieper had 14. Nick Hunke had 11. When we come back, we'll meet the state champions from Shickley High School, 61-52, the final.
1011's live coverage of the 1997 High School State Basketball Championships is brought to you in part by the new Dodge and your local Dodge dealer. Big A Auto Parts, America's Parts Pros. Neb helps Student Loan Rate Saver. NC Plus, America's down-to-earth seed company. And your local Ford dealer. "1011 This Morning and 1011 News at Noon bring the news home to you. Gemma Gaudette keeps you aware of the news affecting your home front as well as the world. And with the most sophisticated technology available, Mark Haka delivers a dependable forecast from across the state to your backyard. 1011 is your window to Nebraska and the world, bringing the news home to you. Weekday mornings at 6 and at noon on 1011, your capital city news station. You're watching KOLN Lincoln and KGIN Grand Island.
Welcome back to the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Shickley, as you can see, 25-0, perfect season in Class D2. State champions were joined by Shickley coach Dan Sorge. 25-0, what's that feel like?
Well, it feels great. You know, this group of kids, they've worked hard all year long. I think early in the season, a lot of teams maybe didn't respect us very well and didn't think maybe we had a chance and maybe return down here to the state tournament. You know, this group of kids worked hard together. That they don't put each other down. They work hard, and I think our man-to-man defense, you know, proved to be the difference today.
What's it like getting back, especially after losing in last year's title game, to get back and win it this year?
Well, I think it probably helped us a little bit. Maybe being down here last year helped some of these kids relax, even though maybe some of them didn't get a lot of playing time. It just, you can't explain it. You know, being runner-up, you know, it's a 1 in a million to get down here. A lot of teams will just enjoy being here, but to go all the way and win the championship, it just feels great.
You talked about the defense. In the third quarter, Dodge only had 1 turnover to that point of the game, but then you stepped up the defense, forced some turnovers, and like you say, turned the tide.
Well, we talked about before the game that, you know, that our defensive pressure might cause us some problems, and I felt that, you know, up to that point we had played pretty good defense. I said we increased our intensity. We thought about maybe trying to press, but, you know, the kids just wanted, we went basically man-to-man half court, and, you know, they didn't handle the pressure very well.
I thought another big key to the game, we talked before the game about their size and strength inside. You actually out-rebounded them.
Well, all year long, you know, if we did a good job checking people out, you know, we've been able to out-rebound our opponents. I thought Corey Cook did a great job on number 50 inside. You know, he's outsized quite a bit, you know, weight-wise. I thought Matt Schwarzenegger played very well inside, keeping the big kid off the board. Like I said, just all the kids played well defensively and checked them out.
Offensively, you had a balanced attack. Kevin Anderson, 19, Matt Schwarzenegger, 13, Mitch Lichty, 13, kind of spread it around. Well,
that's been kind of our trade all year long. Like I said, these kids are very unselfish. You know, they don't worry who scores the points. You know, whoever's getting the ball on game day and is scoring, you know, we'll try to get the ball to them. But like I said, they really look to get the ball to anybody, whoever's open. We don't care who shoots the ball.
Well, congratulations on a state championship.
Thanks a lot.
That's Coach Dan Sorge from Shickley. His team runs the table this year, a perfect 25-0. We'll be back to talk to some of the players when we come back. There's the hardware, the 1997 Class D2 State Championship trophy firmly in the hands of Kevin Anderson for Shickley. What's it like holding that?
It's great. I mean, we've 25-0. It took a long way to get here, and we finally got her.
25-0. What's it like having to get up every single night and go out and play hard and win? I mean, were there ever any off nights? Were there ever any tough nights?
Oh, yeah, there were several off nights and off games, but we worked through it as a team. We came through.
Scored 19 points today, kind of just stepped up offensively.
Yeah, I mean, any one of the 5 starters can step up offensively and be the leading scorer on the team, so it just happened to be me today.
Now, last year, you guys, of course, made the state championship game and came up a little bit short. How much did that motivate you guys this year to get back here?
Oh, yeah, we wanted to get back here. We lost 4 starters, and we wanted to show that we could do it.
You say you lost 4 starters. How remarkable is it that you can lose 4 starters off of a team that makes it to a state championship and then turn around the next year and win the thing?
Well, it just feels great, man. We just worked hard all season, and we finally got the job done.
Well, congratulations. You've got the proof sitting right in your hand.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's Kevin Anderson for the Shickley Longhorns. Let's bring in Corey Cook, this young man, all over the place. I believe, last count, 11 rebounds and 11 assists to go with 6 or 8 points. You do it all.
I guess you have to sometimes, you know, come into the big game. Everybody's got to do their part, and that was my part today.
Now, you're a junior. What about coming back next year and repeating? I mean, first of all, did you ever think you'd win it? And now do you think you guys can come back and do it again?
Yeah, I thought we had a good chance in coming back. All 5 of us together, you know, we play really good. We've been playing together since junior high, and I think that makes us click. And none of us are unselfish anyway. And, you know, next year, you know, it's a whole new season. You know, I'm sure we'll have 5 starters that'll be wanting to play the whole season again.
Back in October, did you think you guys would be standing here today?
It was in the back of my mind, you know. I was more concentrating on the beginning of the season, but, you know, you always have that in the back of your mind. And being here last year really pushed us to get back here again and finish the job.
Okay, how tough is it to go 25-0?
Oh, it's pretty tough. You know, we played some really tough teams. Nobody gave us a lot of credit. You know, it's not only a disgrace to us, but, you know, to our conference. I think, you know, we have good conference. A lot of teams that should be here that aren't, you know, but that's all over the place, you know. So it's difficult, it really is.
So how do you like the ring state champion?
Really hasn't soaked in a lot, but it's just kind of overwhelming right now.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Corey Cook. Let's bring in Mitch Lichty. He had a big day, especially a big second half. You really stepped it up there in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, all 5 starters stepped it up, and we just got great balance on this team. And you know, last year's team maybe had 1 or 2 guys that did all the scoring, but this year's team, you know, we just got great balance, and you know.
Here you are.
Great. Yeah, here I am.
It seemed like this game was seesaw most of the way. Neither team could really establish anything, but then you guys made a run there in the third quarter and kind of put it away.
Yeah, we usually make our run in the third quarter. If we don't start off well, we usually come out of the locker room and start off real well and make a good run, and that's what we did. And we knew we had to do it. We knew we had to step it up in the third quarter. Otherwise, you know, they were going to get control of the game, and we were going to have trouble fighting back.
What about defensively? How much do you guys stress defense, and how big of a role did that play today?
Well, we stress it a lot. I mean, defense is probably one, you know, half our games this year. We just, you know, we don't believe in zone defense. I mean, we play man-to-man. We practice it all the time. We practice hard. We believe in defense. Defense comes first, and, you know, if you play good defense, you usually got to win the game.
What's it mean for you as a senior to go out of state champ?
It feels great. It hasn't really soaked in yet all the way, but it feels great. We're number 1. Hey.
Well, congratulations.
Right, thanks.
You bet. That's Mitch Lichty. Finally, last but certainly not least, Matt Swartzendruber. Boy, saying that name all day long gets pretty tough.
Yeah.
Congratulations. What's it like to be state champ?
Oh, this is great. Getting down here last year and getting runner-up has been our goal all year to get back and win the title. And we knew what it took, and we knew we'd get the job done.
I was going to ask you how much that motivated you guys, having made it here last year and then wanting to get back.
It was all our motivation because we know we lost 4 starters, and nobody gave us any respect all year and said we couldn't win. And we knew what we was capable of and knew we could get the job done.
What's that like, not getting respect? I mean, here you guys think, hey, we're a pretty decent team. Why don't you guys start taking notice? What's that like?
It bothers you a little bit. If you go out and win and prove you can do, there's nothing you can do about it, really.
You guys made a run in the third quarter. It looked like you stepped up the defense.
Yeah, we did. Our defense has been our key all year long. It's won most of our ball games for us, and we knew if we played defense what he's capable of, we could win today.
You ever seen a highlight of yourself on the TV like that?
Nope.
Well, congratulations as a state champion. Must be nice going out here as a senior as a state champ.
Yes, it is.
All right, congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
Matt Swartzendruber, and those are the Shickley Longhorns, your Class D2 state champions today. There they are, getting the hardware out on the hardwood. Shickley, the state champs.